Hey, you're listening to the Smoke Meat Podcast. I'm your host, Brad Pittman. Smoke Meat's brought to you by Joe's Underground at the corner of 8th and Broad in Augusta, Georgia, in the bottom of the Lamar Building. Great place to go. They make you feel like family every time you walk in, from the first time to every time. So make sure you go on into Joe's. Tell Jeremy and the gang I said hey and that I sent you. They'll be very thankful because, you know, Jeremy and them had faith in me before I did. And they've been a sponsor from the beginning of this thing. They helped get me started, and I love them for it. Remember, I goes to Joe's, and so should you. Joe's Underground, the corner of 8th and Broad in Augusta, Georgia, in the bottom of the Lamar Building. Today, my very special guest is Mr. Will Crewdson. Will has been with so many great bands. He's been with Adam Ant, been with Bow Wow Wow. Now he's got a new project going called Scant Regard. You gotta love them. They sound great. Got some really good stuff coming out. So keep your eyes out for him. Look in my show notes and you'll see how to get a hold of them at scantregard.com. And just go on ahead and kick back and enjoy, because we're going to have a great time today here on Smoked Meat. Hey, so how you doing today, Will?
Yeah, I'm fine, very well. It's very sunny here in London, and had a bit of a day out today, which I haven't had for a while due to all the craziness going on. So yeah, it's nice to get out in the sun.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, felt a bit normal for once.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's pretty warm here in Atlanta today too. Nice blue sky, and I am in my basement.
Oh, I love Atlanta. Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah.
Spent quite a bit of time there actually over the last few years.
Mm.
When we've been on tour, we always seem to have days off in Atlanta, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you're able to tour again, you know, when you come back here, you know I'm going to feed you. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh yeah. I let everybody
That sounds good.
Let everybody I interview know when you get to Atlanta, let me know so I can feed you, because that's my thing, man. I love feeding folks.
Oh, excellent. Right. Okay. Well, yeah, that's mainly what I look for wherever I am. You know, good food. So.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, man. I can do anything from ramen noodles to a 5-star meal. So I got you covered.
Wow. That sounds great.
Oh
Excellent.
yeah.
I'll take you up on that.
Cool. Cool deal, man. So I know you've been pretty busy lately, you know, even though we got the pandemic and all the stuff going on, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, I do tour a lot, so it's been kind of weird. But then again, I do get a lot of time off in between tours, so I managed to sort of just kick into that gear where I'm just working from home. I do a lot of recording at home. I've put out a couple of EPs already since this pandemic's been going, so. So yeah, just try and keep busy until we're allowed to go and play to people again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know I miss being on stage so much. You know, I do stand-up comedy, and we're having some venues open now, but I'm not ready to get up, and I want this thing to be finished before I get up there.
That seems very wise, I think. Yeah, you need to be sure, I think. But yeah, exactly. You're in exactly the same boat then. Yeah, it's really hideous situation. But then again, you got to take the positives out of these things, I suppose. You know, you got to kind of, in a way, sometimes it's good to slow down and take account of everything and just do what you can do from home. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I'm getting a lot of recording done. You know, I need to catch up on my editing. I'm getting behind on that, but. I'm getting to talk with so many great people. I just posted my 100th episode. And
excellent. Awesome.
That was Scott Page. I had a great time talking to Scott. He's my 100th.
Oh, cool. Brilliant.
But yeah, I'm getting to do this. You know, I'm doing an audio book for a friend of mine, and you know, working on the webpage. Right. So I'm trying to stay busy doing all this. Plus, I work full time, and
yeah. Well. Yeah, you were saying you were doing paramedic stuff, which is amazing.
Yeah.
To fit all this in as well.
Yeah, I actually get to go in tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. Yeehaw!
All right. Okay.
But yeah, this is how I wind down and wash those days off of me. I just come down here and I get to talk to great people, and it helps me a lot. It's my therapy.
Oh, good. That's all right.
Yeah. But I know you have played with so many cool people. I mean, well, let me rephrase. So many people have gotten to play with you.
Well, yeah, it goes both ways a bit, but
Yeah.
but yeah, a lot of the people I played with are people that I was into before, so it's always a pleasure, to play alongside people that you've looked up to in the past and that you've music that you've loved anyway, and obviously it makes it easier for me because I know the songs already, So
Yeah.
yeah, love it, love it.
But yeah, I know. Eileen was telling me you played with Adam Ant. I know Eileen loves Adam, and I love him too, man. That was my teenage years. I loved
Yeah.
Adam.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. Well, we were right in the middle of we were kind of between tours, and we were supposed to go out again, and it was going to be in April, I think, this year, but now it's going to be April next year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back in the States then,
Ah.
as long as everything behaves itself, we will be, or everyone behaves themselves, I should say.
Yeah, I wish they would. Everybody just do what you're supposed
Yeah.
to do. Stay in, just stay away from people, and let this shit flow over. Be done with it.
Well, yeah, yeah. No matter what your view, I think it's just always better to be safe than sorry, isn't it? In
Yeah,
situations like this, I would say. So,
yeah.
just like you don't cross a road until the cars stop coming. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Yeah. Mm.
exactly, man. Oh,
That's
but
the way I look at it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was looking at your website some. Just kind of doing a little bit of research and everything before I do these things, and I saw where you got some photography going on. Um,
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, there's not all kind of stuff I do. I haven't got any professional equipment or anything, but while I'm on tour, I see stuff and I just naturally want to capture it. So I just do that. And then one day I thought, oh, a lot of people are reacting quite well to this by just me putting it up online.
mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, I might as well try and print some out and see if anyone's interested in my work. And a few people have bought some of it. It's not,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, it's not really a sort of professional thing we're looking into. But then maybe I will now. It
Yeah,
depends.
cool.
So, but yeah, I enjoy doing that. It's cool.
Ah,
You know.
good deal, good deal. Um, but yeah, I do it a little bit here and there. It just like I say, mainly for me, just because I
Right.
see things, and like I say, you see things, you want a good picture of it, and that's a great thing about
Yeah.
digital now. Hell, I grew up when you had to buy flashes for your camera. You had to, if you didn't
Yeah.
do it right, the picture was just gone. And now, hell, these kids today, man, they
Right.
just okay, we have digital and take 1,000 pictures and never look at any of them.
That's true. Yeah. That's the problem, isn't it? Sometimes you get quantity over quality, but yeah, I guess if you can weed through everything and pick out the best ones, it's
Yeah.
quite a good thing to have a variety of stuff going. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Mm.
oh man, I'm losing words today. That's never a good thing for an interviewer. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Um,
it it happens sometimes. It happens once in a while.
that's the best of us. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, man, I can't believe I'm losing words today. That's never a good thing. But like I say, it happens to me.
So
Uh,
how far are you from Atlanta exactly? Could you like if there was a band playing in Atlanta, is it quite easy for you to get there and see?
oh yeah, I'm 20
Or
miles
is there?
south. I'm down here in
Oh,
Fayetteville.
okay, right. I was
Yeah.
going to say I wondered if there was like any venues near you, that bands still go to as well, But I guess
Yeah.
Atlanta, yeah, 20 miles, that's easy. Yeah,
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 yeah. And, like I say, some things are starting to open up in Atlanta and here in Georgia some, and it's
hmm
good to a point, but at the same time, I'm not ready for that. And
No, I get Atlanta's pretty sprawled out though, isn't it? So I guess that's kind of easier than like compared to London, where it's like everyone's on top of each other, and places like New York and all that.
yeah,
It just makes it impossible, to
yeah,
function with this going on. But yeah, I guess at least LA, Atlanta, and places like that, it's kind of you've got a bit of distance from people. You know.
yeah, yeah. When y'all come to the states to tour, when all this is finally done, y'all have to come to Atlanta. I mean, that's just a given. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
y'all would do good at the Tabernacle. That is such a neat venue.
Well, we played there. It was just last year, late last year.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where it was. Hang on, I'll check actually,
Okay.
because I can't remember. I'm not sure if we'd done it before, because we have done it before, but this is with Adam,
Mm-hmm.
Um, Atlanta. We played the Symphony Hall.
Okay. Nice.
Uh, yeah, and as soon as I said that, I remembered exactly where that was and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
Very cool.
Nice room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got a lot of nice places in Atlanta to play. Like I said, they got the Fox, they got
Mm.
Symphony Hall, they got the Tabernacle. Hell, they got the stadium. So I
Oh,
mean,
right. Okay.
yeah, we've got a lot of
Yeah,
nice
that's great.
places up here to go see some pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Great food as well everywhere. I went to this vegan pizza place that was absolutely amazing. I can't remember what it's called now, but
Uh,
really good. Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been able to do the vegan thing. Really
Oh,
got.
okay.
Are you vegan?
Yeah, I'm completely vegan now. Yeah,
Okay.
I've been vegetarian for, well, years and years, but just over the last sort of 5 years, I've managed to cut out the dairy as well. So yeah,
Okay. Well, cool. Well,
yeah.
now I got to start learning some vegan stuff so that whenever y'all do come, I can cook for you what you like.
Well, for me, yeah, I'm happy. Otherwise, I won't touch it. I'm afraid, no matter how good it is. But yeah, cool.
Yeah. Oh no, man.
It's getting a lot easier.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. But very, very cool. But yeah,
Mm.
like I said, I do a lot of cooking. I'm always looking for new things because for me, food's like music. I don't know everything, and there's always something new to try, and it brings people
Absolutely.
together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
yeah,
and you got to get the right ingredients. You got to get the right sounds together.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, you create havoc.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I've heard a few bands like that before, but
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we all have.
but
You know,
yeah,
unavoidable, really.
yeah, yeah. Well, no, I know. Like I say, you've played with a lot of different people, and I won't ask you the normal question. Well, who was your favorite person to play with? Because nobody can ever pick a favorite, and if you do, you're not going to tell it on a damn radio show. You mean, duh. But can you give me some good stories? What's one of your favorite road stories? You know.
um, I think. I mean, God, there's loads. Yeah. I just love it. I just love every time we go to America. I've been over with. I used to be in a band years ago, and I think the first time we came over, it was just like I just couldn't believe I was in LA. We just did a week of gigs in LA, and there was people like Rick Rubin and Flea and people like that turning up to the gigs, and
Uh,
it's just like it just seemed unreal. It just seemed like it was a movie. So in general, yeah, I love it. Every time I go back to the States, I just because it's so far removed from what I'm used to. It's just a dream, really. Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, I mean it's always different circumstances as well. Sometimes there might be the first kind of big US tour I did. It was like about three bands on one bus. So very cramped, and that went on for about 2 months, playing nearly every night.
mm-hmm.
Um, but then again, now when I go over with Adam, or I've played a lot with the Selector over there as well. We have like larger, well, there's less people on the bus, so it's kind of easier to live.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you just get used to stuff like that, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But I
Cool.
do love exploring as well. I love getting to places early and getting up early and looking around everywhere and taking photos and trying the food.
Uh,
Um, yeah, not too many exciting stories really.
yeah.
Like maybe they're just not springing to mind, but that's
Oh,
the general way I look at it.
yeah. Well, I can dig to wanting to get places early and do some exploring. Because everybody thinks, oh, they've gone to all these countries and all these different cities, and a lot of people, they just get in, get out, and well, yeah, they've been to
Yeah,
L.A. 50 times. They have seen either the studio or the venue, and that's it. And you gotta
that's it. Yeah,
you gotta soak in where you're at, because one, it gives you a good vibe on what the place is and how to play it, and also, it's
Yeah, that's
just
true.
you're not wasting the opportunity. There's some really
Yeah.
cool stuff out there.
Oh yeah, I just thought I can't. If I sit in the hotel, I'm just thinking, what am I missing out on? What am I missing out on? So I have to get out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people. I like to walk around places and, like I say, just check them out and take pictures here and there, and go in the shops
Yeah.
and see what
Cool.
they've got and check out the
Yeah.
food, and just, I love it. And I'm one of the roadside attraction guys. If I'm going somewhere and I see like the world's largest ball of yarn 3 miles, guess where I'm going?
Uh,
And you see some
yeah,
really
there's
cool
plenty of that.
stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? We went to this truck stop once called The Thing.
Uh huh.
I don't know if you heard of that, but it's I think that's in the south somewhere. I can't remember exactly, but it's they've got a whole kind of museum in there, and like loads of old kind of they've got kind of old vehicles like old horses and carts and things like that. And, I don't know exactly why it's called The Thing, but yeah, they kind of made it's kind of all B movie related type thing, like The Thing from outer space or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's
and Denny's, of course. We love Denny's.
oh yeah, you got to go to Denny's, man. That's the law. And when
Yeah.
you're south, you got to come to Waffle House.
Oh, Waffle House. Okay.
Oh
Don't think
yeah.
I've done that before.
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
But I love
Yeah.
Denny's. Yeah, Waffle
Yeah.
House it's an awesome place. It's kind of the same caliber. And if it's
Okay.
after 11 o'clock, you can't go in there sober.
Oh, really?
It seems like it anyway. But
Okay.
but yeah, they're pretty good. You have to check them out when you come down. I will introduce you to Waffle House.
All right. All right.
But
I'll give it a go.
outstanding,
I'll stick my
outstanding.
toe in. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you
Cool.
yeah, because one of their big things is different hash browns, and they've got them made
Oh,
different
nice.
ways. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, Waffle House is far from vegan. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can have a coffee anyway.
Oh, I'm not 100%
That's the
sure. I
only.
think their coffee has beef in it. I'm not sure.
Really?
Well, not really, but it's probably the only thing that doesn't. Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's the other thing I like to look for. Decent coffee.
oh, yes. We'll find you a good
Yeah.
place down here, though. Most
Okay.
definitely. Most definitely.
Excellent.
So,
Can't wait.
so tell me a little bit about Scant Regard.
Yeah, it's kind of a name I go under when I play on my own,
Hmm.
and I've been doing it for a few years now, and I wanted to have something completely separate from everything else I did, and just something where I just rely on myself, um, and I kind of mix kind of twangy guitar uh, along the lines of kind of Link Brave, Dwayne Eddy type guitar, mixed
Hmm.
with electronic music. So I use a lot of electronic backing for when I play live, and I just play live guitar over it. And there's more and more vocals coming in now, though, so
Yeah.
turning more into normal songs. But yeah, so I just put out an album early this year called "You Know the Drill," and that's available everywhere. And I've done a couple of EPs since the lockdown as well. So yeah, so that's kind of an ongoing thing that I
Hmm.
just do whenever I can.
Very cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that Dwayne Eddy style. And
yeah.
I haven't seen what you're playing with it, but please tell me it's an old Gibson or a Gretsch, either
No,
one.
I use these guitars. They're like a Japanese guitar called Taisco,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very twangy sounding. So I use those for that kind of surfy sound. But I've actually just got a couple of these guitars called DePinto,
Mm-hmm.
who's a guy. It's actually a guy that works in. He works out of Philadelphia, and he handmade the one I bought earlier this year, and that's very twangy. Do you know a band called Lost Straitjackets
It sounds very
at all?
familiar.
Yeah, they use them, and they're very kind of surfy instrumental type band. So
Okay.
yeah, DePinto stuff, and guitarist go, I haven't actually got a Gibson. I used to have a Les Paul.
Hmm.
I haven't actually got one anymore, strangely enough.
Yeah,
I like the kind of weird and wonderful guitars, I like it when I go and see a band and I see the guitarist has got something that I've never seen before. It just impresses me no end, so I just kind of
yeah,
I want to be that guy.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I play a little bit. I can do what they call chicken
Yeah.
picking. That's about the extent of my
Oh,
playing.
nice.
And
Well, that's good. Yeah. So you use your right hand fingers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I'm not close to being ready to go out on stage with anybody yet, but it's something I like to do. And I'm actually without a guitar right now for the first time in a long time, but I'm looking.
Oh, really? Right.
But
Okay.
I love a Telecaster. That's always been my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. They're great. Yeah.
I actually bought a Telecaster clone out of a pawn shop years ago. It was made by a company called AXL, and
Oh, yeah.
they made it like the Fender Road Worn series, but they had like the wormhole wood, and that was the best playing and best sounding guitar I've ever owned, and it was less than $100. But I loved,
Oh, wow.
oh man, I loved it.
Yeah. That just get that I hear that a lot. A lot of people say they'll get a copy and it will just be better. I mean, even I think Prince used to use a Tokai Telecaster,
Hmm.
which is just like a Japanese copy, But those are the guitars that he went to,
Yeah,
over and over again. So and obviously he knew what he was doing, so
yeah, he may have
he knew
figured
what
it
he
out.
liked. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's worth checking the pawn shops, isn't it?
yeah,
I don't know if it is as much these days because they seem to got wise to the price of everything because of eBay and stuff. But yeah, I'm sure it's still possible to find
oh yeah,
the odd gem
yeah,
of a six string.
and where I'm at,
Mm.
I live about 5 miles from Guitar Center, and oh, that place is the devil.
Oh yeah.
My wife has banned me from going into Guitar Center.
All right. Fair
Oh
enough.
yeah, oh yeah. But
Yeah, I
no,
mean, look, if you got the option to go somewhere else, you might as well. Yeah.
oh yeah, oh
Mm.
yeah. But no,
Plenty of stuff in Atlanta, I'd have thought. Yeah.
oh definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But no, I like going into Guitar Center. Here in my studio, I've got, it's basically my basement. It's a finished out basement, but I've got my console here, and I've got my PA, and I have a set of stage lights down here that I'll put on sometimes. And yeah,
Oh, nice. Okay. So you
yeah.
do a gig.
I could literally do one down here, a really nice one, and
Yeah.
all of it came from Guitar Center, and yeah,
Yeah.
I get in trouble when I go in there now.
Well, they have a lot of second-hand stuff as well. It's worth checking in there. I
It
always have a
is.
look.
I've gotten a couple of
Yeah.
good used guitars from them and some used lights, and it's a
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
place. I love it. And they're not even
Mm.
sponsoring me. Maybe I ought to check that out. I ought to get them to sponsor me.
Yeah. It's the way to go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Because I'm sure they're open again, aren't they? I mean,
They
it's
are.
easy to walk around some. Yeah. Yeah.
They are, and I am happy about it because I didn't realize that they had shut down for the pandemic at first. All I knew was our Guitar Center was
Right.
just gone. It was closed up, and I'm like, oh crap,
Oh,
really?
okay.
And then,
Oh, right.
of
That's
course,
cool.
they've opened back up here now, so I'm really happy on that one.
Oh, good.
But
All right.
yeah,
We have to sneak out and go there
yeah,
again.
yeah. Have to wear a mask when I do it, but I can live with that. I can handle
Yeah.
that all day.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh man. Well, Will, I tell you, man, I've had a blast with you today. I'm gonna make sure everybody goes to scantregard.com, cause
Great. Thank you.
oh yeah, and I want everybody to get your EPs and your albums, because
Nice.
yeah. And have you got anything for my listeners that you know?
So any music or
Any words of wisdom, music, anything you
oh,
want to
words
do?
of wisdom?
Yeah.
No. I've got some words, but they might not be too wise. But any words of wisdom? I don't know. Be safe, kids. That's the general consensus at the moment, isn't it? Be safe.
Definitely.
Wear your mask, even if you don't like wrestling, and eat spicy food. Really, and drink strong coffee.
There
So
we
there's a few
go.
words of wisdom there.
Hey, those are
Hopefully
great
one
words
of them
of
might
wisdom.
stick. That's what you got to do. You got to throw your words of wisdom at the wall, see which ones stick, and that's all you can do, really.
They all stay. And
That's all we can hope for.
by the way, I eat very
Sorry?
spicy foods.
Oh, good.
Oh yes.
Good. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the best.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, Will, I appreciate you coming
Excellent.
on here, man. I've had a blast.
Oh,
And
nice one. Yeah, it's good to talk to you.
and you are welcome on here anytime.
Thanks a lot, Brad. Nice.